Joining me now is accountant Dan Geltrude. Perfect person to talk to about these kinds of things, taxes, stuff like that. Dan, good to see you again. Thanks for being here.
Hey, Rob.
So what's your reaction when you see this story? You see how they've blown up this story about this CFO allegedly ducking taxes on perks. What's your reaction to the hype around it?
If you can take the politics out of this, which of course is extraordinarily difficult, and look at a situation where for the last 5 years, maybe more, you've had teams of lawyers, forensic accountants, scrutinizing probably every transaction within the Trump organization. And the best you can come up with is failed taxes on perks. On top of that, Rob, you have to look at it and say, is this even criminal? I mean, it could be an oversight. Those amounts, depending on how many years we're talking about,
a lot of years,
could really have been pretty small.
Yeah.
So if we go back to what Michael Cohen was saying, Trump's former attorney who's in jail now, he was saying there's fraud all over the Trump organization, all over. Insurance fraud, bank fraud, tax fraud. Okay, where is it? The IRS has been auditing Donald Trump for many years, and probably the Trump organization. Nobody's been able to find anything except for perks. Seems odd.
I mean, as I understand, Donald Trump is worth a load of money. He's got properties all over the world. It's billions and billions and billions of dollars, and we're talking about this is over the course of potentially 15, 20 years, and it's 1.7 in perks, which would mean potentially it's only, what, a couple $100,000? It would be like a couple $100,000 fine, potentially, for a company that is worth in the billions of dollars. I mean, to me, that would be the IRS calls you, hey, dummy, you missed this. Now you owe us, the $250,000 in taxes, plus we're going to fine you another however much. I mean, does that seem like the way this would go down? I'm not an accountant. I don't know. But that's just, from the stories I hear, that's the way I would think this would go down.
In the normal course of these types of audits, Rob, yes, these things many times are simply oversights. They really are, especially when you're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars that would be flowing through an organization. So, yes, it is unusual that they would hone in on perks amongst anything else and bring criminal charges. Rob, for criminal charges in a tax case to happen, it means it had to be intentional, meaning the person who was responsible for this specifically said and followed up with actions to say, we know we owe taxes and we are not going to pay them. That is something that I'm just finding a little difficult to believe that they would even be motivated for such a small amount within the Trump organization to take this type of chance with the scrutiny that's always been around Donald Trump.
What do you think? I mean, realistically, if we somehow get fairness in this thing, which is, suspect, I guess, should Weisselberg be concerned?
Well, concerned, sure, he should be concerned. Look, he has charges filed against him, larceny, which could lead to a maximum of 15 years in prison. They're parading him around in handcuffs. So, yes, you have to be concerned. But why are they doing that, Rob? They need him to flip. They need a witness, true or not, to say Donald Trump or someone in his family did these things on purpose to not pay taxes. That's what they really need, and they don't have it. That's why they're pressing charges like this.
Here's one of the Trump attorneys earlier today. Let's take a listen.
While she was Attorney General and while President Trump was in office, she sued him 70 times using New York taxpayer money.
This Letitia James, who is just the worst. I mean, she pretends she is such a Boy Scout. How unethical is it to run an entire campaign for Attorney General by promising that you're going to put somebody in jail, which is what she did? I mean, it's like there's no rules anymore to how bad these people can be. Their actions are worse than anything they're accusing.
Well, it really just stinks of corruption, Rob, when you have people so motivated to make the headline to say, I'm the one who put Donald Trump in jail,
Sure.
or even I'm the one who brought charges against Donald Trump. Even that is good enough.
It's unbelievable. It really is. Dan Geltrude, always good to see you, sir. Thanks for coming on the show, bringing some light to all this.
Thanks, Rob.